Hi everyone. Today I will be talking about P4 Heroic Sith Raid. Now the Sith Raid is one of my favorite game modes on Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, and I like playing. I spend a lot of time developing new teams and theories for the Sith Raid. One of my favorite factions to play is the Nightsister team, and for more additional videos on this specific team and the gameplay for here, I would recommend checking out Skeltrix's channel and checking out his video on Nightsisters and P4. I'll be using many of the same techniques over here, but I just wanted to make a video to walk through how I think about each step of playing the Nightsisters in P4. Now, I will talk towards the end of the video about modding. I will show how my sisters are modded. But briefly speaking, just to start off the video, my Asajj is modded for offense. Uh, Talzin is modded for high offense and crit chance. I think I have her at 61-62% crit chance with a crit damage set. Talia is purely modded for offense as well. Asajj is actually modded for offense and crit damage set with a crit damage triangle. Talia is modded purely for offense with an offense set. And Daka is modded for health. I've got about 49k health on her, I think, with a health set, all six health pieces on the mods. And Zombie I've modded for crit damage and crit chance. Zombie is actually a very hard hitting character. After Asajj, I think after Asajj and Talzin, I think Zombie hits pretty hard. And I've got her at about 220 speed, so I've got my best critical damage set with speed on Zombie. I'm going to be targeting Darth Nihilus with all four sisters who can hit damage, with the exception of Daka. The low damage one, I'm going to be targeting Scion with it, but my goal is to target Darth Nihilus with all the other sisters. Now, to start the match, what I do is I try to first get rid of the side ads, and I try to get as much as many bonds of weaknesses as possible. That's just so that um, we are able to get the protection off from the sisters as soon as possible. Now, ideally, you would want to start this team with a couple of percentage left in P3, but it's not always possible, and I'm showing a fresh P4 run. When you start with P3, you always you're able to get a few pieces of protections out, and you're able to hit P4, hit the ground running in P4. So that's always a good way to do it. But in this case, I'm just showcasing a pure P4 run. One of the best ways to get rid of all the protection really fast is to get the mass assist done on from Mother Talzin. I should have done that to start with. That would have added at least 4 or 5 stacks of the bonds of weakness, but here we have it available right now. So as you can see over here, we have got rid of the protection from Asajj, but we do have some on Daka and Talia, and a lot on Talzin. She's one of the tankier characters over here. So we are going to do this mass assist, and you can see the bonds of weakness increase from 12 to about 17. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit both of them with this, and I'm going to try to get rid of the rest of. All right, so now we have all the protection gone from Daka and Asajj and Zombie. A little bit is left on Talia, but that should be taken care of pretty soon. So we've got both the Darth Nihilus as well as Scion at 13 cooldown. So we have to. I think we can start our turn meter train over here. So I'm going to heal, and you can see over here, Asajj, Talia, Zombie, and Daka are all at full health. Now I'm going to continue attacking Darth Nihilus over here. In a couple of turns, Your Mother Talzin will be at zero protection, full health as well, and then the train will be in full motion. But I'm just going to do a basic over here, and so my rule of thumb with Daka, always attack Scion, and with all the rest of the four, attack Darth Nihilus. So attacking Scion right now. Now, the main goal of keeping the turn meter train running, and this is quite important, is to always ensure that Talia is at full health at all times. So right now, sorry, not at full health, but at full turn meter at all times. So right now you can see her turn meter bar is about half. And as you know, with every ability used, Bonds of Weakness reduces the health by a little bit. So when any Night Sister heals fully, with the Bonds of Weakness, you reduce your health by a little bit, and the moment you fall below 100% health, by Asajj's lead, you get 50% turn meter. So in this case, Talia is at 50% turn meter, so I'm going to use a heal ability over here to get her back to full turn meter. And the reason that Talia is the one who always needs to be at full turn meter is so that because she heals on her basic. And as you can see over here, let me wait till Talia gets a turn. Now, Talia's turn, if I once I hit Darth Nihilus with Talia's basic, she will heal the rest of the Night Sisters. So you can see over here, almost all of them are at 50% turn meter. Once I hit Darth Nihilus with that, everyone has come to full turn meter, and Talia has again gone back to half turn meter. So that's the reason why I always need to ensure that Talia is at full health so that she can use her basic and get all the Night Sisters back to half health. And you notice all the Night Sisters have a heal, apart from Talia, obviously. Daka has got her heal on a special. Zombie has got a heal on special, which heals for 20%. Um, Asajj has got a very good heal as well, which is the second special over here. And Talzin doesn't have a direct heal, but she does have a mass assist ability with which she calls all Night Sisters to assist. And on calling Talia to assist with a basic, that ends up healing the whole team as well. So I would treat Mother Talzin's mass assist as a heal as well. Now, the goal at all times is to ensure that Talia is at full turn meter at all times. Now, in this case, we don't have Talia at full turn meter, but we also don't have a heal from Asajj. So I'm just going to use a basic. And now Zombie's heal is available, so I'm going to use the zombie heal to get Talia at full turn meter, and then use a basic from Talia. I always use a basic from Talia just because it's a very good way to heal. Basic from Zombie. Now, one thing over here, the Talia is not at full health, and Daka's heal is not available. So I can either use a basic from Daka, but what I'm going to do is, because the bonds of weakness are at 32, I typically like to heal at around, to cleanse the bonds of weakness at around 20 to 25. So I'm going to cleanse the bonds of weakness over here. And unfortunately here we don't have a heal from Mother Talzin as well. The Master Assist is not available. So what I'm going to do is I just have to use a basic, and you'll see in the next turn both Scion as well as Nihilus will take a turn over here. Okay, Zombie managed to get a turn, but even Zombie heal is not available. But now I believe Nihilus will take a turn. And Scion goes as well. Now the bonds of weakness have cleansed, so now the health reduction won't be as severe, so we can get the turn meter train rolling more reliably. So now you see that Talia is already at full turn meter, so I'm not going to use any healing over here. I'm just going to do a basic on Scion. And basic. Alright, so turn meter over here. Now Talia is not at full turn meter, so we will use a heal to get her back to full turn meter, and then we're going to use a mass assist as well to get Talia back to full turn meter. There we go. So now Talia is in full turn meter. We still have a couple of heals left with Zombie and Asajj, but we're not going to use that right now. Basic from Talia, and almost everyone is back to full turn meter. Now Talia is at half turn meter, so I'm going to use Zombie's heal and get her back to full turn meter. So that's the name of the game. Always make sure Talia's turn meter is at the full bar. Now here we don't need to use Asajj heal because Talia is at full turn meter. And the bonds are at about 23 right now. So the next time I see Daka or Asajj with the soothing ability available, I'm going to heal it. So now I'm going to soothe everyone. Okay, so now you can see that everyone is at half turn meter, and the heal ability is not available from Talzin. So now I believe because of all the attacks that we've had on Darth Nihilus, he's going to end up taking a turn now because his speed will be really, really fast there. So he's taken a turn. All right, so now Talia is at full turn meter, so we will not use any healing ability. All right, so now half turn meter, heal, get Talia back to full. Use basic, and now Talia is at half turn meter, use heal, get her back to full turn meter. Basic of Daka on Scion. Uh, Basic, now half turn meter, so heal. We don't need to use Mass Assist, just use a basic on her. Basic, basic. Daka on Scion. Now we would be able to, we are always able to keep Darth Nihilus in check just because he loses turn meter on due to Asajj's leadership, but we're not able to do that for Darth Scion because um, the Darth Scion's ability is he's immune to turn meter reduction, and every time you hit him, he will gain 5% turn meter. So that's the reason why we don't hit Darth Scion as often, and we only use Daka's basic on that. And the reason that we do that is we only use hard hitting abilities on Nihilus because he regains back a certain amount of protection every time he's hit, and the other four are fine because Zombie, Daka, Zombie, Asajj, Talia, and Mother Talzin hit relatively hard, but Daka's hit is very weak on a basic, which is why we don't want Darth Nihilus to recover too much of protection, and that's the reason we target Darth Scion with Daka. Now here you can see Talia is at half turn meter, so we're going to use Mass Assist to call everyone and use the heal on Daka. Now I never use the soothe on Zombie, Asajj, or Talia just because their abilities are more useful. Or I only use the soothe ability on Talzin and Daka. So I'm even though it's at 23, I'm not going to soothe over here. Now this is okay to soothe. So I'm going to go ahead and soothe. Use basic on Scion and hit Nihilus with it. Now there's less turn meter on Talia, so I'm going to heal. And I'm going to heal again because I need to get Talia back to 100% turn meter. So you can see with this, we are able to keep the turn meter train going pretty easily. Now here we have another problem. Only Asajj and Mother Talzin are at full turn meter, but we don't have, and Talia is at half turn meter, but we don't have the healing ability available from Asajj. So we're going to use a basic over here. And unfortunately, Mother Talzin's full Mass Assist is not available as well. So we're going to probably end up giving Scion another, Darth Nihilus another turn over here. So you can only use basic at this time. Nihilus takes a turn, and yeah, so so he was able to use the Annihilate ability. Good thing was the zombie taunt was on, so we didn't need to do anything. We didn't need to use this the Unbreakable Will ability. Now over here, let's just get rid of these and see what. Okay, now Talia is not at full turn meter, so I'm going to use my healing ability, get her back up to full turn meter, and then heal on this character so that everyone is at full turn meter except Talia. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the special ability to get Talia to full turn meter. And 21. So the soothing ability is available. So I'm going to soothe, and you can see over here Talia is at full health, so it's full turn meter. So we are in a good position. Basic on Scion with Daka. All right. Now Talia is at half turn meter now. We need to look for another healing ability. Now there's another heal. Full turn meter for Talia. All right. Now no need to use the heal over here. Talia is at full turn meter. All right. Now everyone is back at full turn meter. Talia is at half turn meter, so we use the assist ability for the heal. All right, Talia back at full turn meter. Now we are at about 18. So we should be looking to soothe with the Daka or Talzin whenever we can. Talia doesn't have full turn meter, so we're going to heal. We're going to look for another healing ability when we can. But first, let's soothe over here and heal. And Talia is back at full turn meter. All right. Now we need to heal again with Zombie because Talia is at half turn meter. We don't need to use the Mass Assist right now. Basic. Always basic with Talia. I never use anything else. Now Talia's at half turn meter, so I use Mass Assist. Full turn meter for Talia. And heal with Asajj because Talia's at half turn meter. So that's the priority. Always make sure Talia's at full turn meter because as long as she's got the full turn meter, Nihilus will never be able to take a turn because Talia will be able to heal everyone. Okay, heal with Zombie. Now 25 bonds of weakness. So we are going to soothe with Talzin over here. We don't need to heal with Daka. Talia is at full turn meter. 15,000. So see, Zombie hits pretty hard on her basic. If you, especially if you've decked her out with critical chance and critical damage mods. So now I'm going to heal with Daka. And heal again since Talia is at half turn meter. Don't need a heal. Basic on Scion with Daka. Alright, so now there's half turn meter, so we're going to use Talzin's heal ability, which is the Mass Assist. Talia at full health, full turn meter. And continue the attack on Darth Nihilus. And well, there's a little low health everywhere all around, so I'm going to use the heal over here even though Talia is at full turn meter. Alright, so less turn meter for Talia. Heal over there. Now I'm going to soothe because I've got 26 bonds of weaknesses. 20 to 25, that's my range. Alright, so now you can see over here again we have nobody is at full turn meter and we don't have Daka's heal available. So I'm going to use my basic on Scion, and you're going to see that Darth Nihilus and Scion are going to take the next turn. Just because we've been banging on Darth Nihilus for a while, and his speed will be through the roof. There, he takes a turn. So if you have good RNG, you can sometimes go for 10-15% of Darth Nihilus's health before he ends up taking a turn. Sometimes he takes it immediately. It just depends on how your heals are available. So now almost everyone is at less than 100% turn meter. So I'm going to use a heal, get everyone back on track. All right, don't need to use a heal here because Talia is at full health. Basic. Alright, so I'm going to use Talzin's heal to get Talia back. Don't need to use a heal here. Never waste a heal if Talia is already at full turn meter. Alright, now she's at half turn meter, so heal. Alright, so she gets everyone to full health and full turn meter, and now we use Asajja's heal to get Talia back up. Basic. Alright, everyone is at full turn meter and full health. Now we need to soothe because it's 25, so let's soothe everyone. And Talia's at half turn meter, so we use zombies healing. Alright, heal Talia and get a turn meter back up. $16K with zombie, very good. Alright, so now you can see we have we need to get this heal up. Alright. And heal again, get Talia back up. Alright, now we are at 24 bonds of weakness, so I'm going to soothe. Heal with zombie, Talia back up, and the turn meter train keeps going. Heal with the Mother Talzin. Now we need to heal with Asajj to get Talia back up. Alright, Talia's up. No need to heal here. Alright, now we need a heal from zombie. Unfortunately, Talia wasn't healed to full, which is why her turn meter did not go back all the way up. So ideally I would have soothed with Talzin over here because we're already at 21, but we need to heal. So I'm going to use the mass assist. Alright, almost everyone is at full turn meter. Now I can soothe. And heal to get Talia back up. Alright, so we were not able to get everyone to full turn meter, so there were no heals available. Now we can heal. And we don't need to heal now since Talia is at full turn meter. Now we can heal. It's at 18, so I'm gonna soothe. And I think I'm gonna heal as well, just because everyone else was pretty low. Alright, so I believe now Darth Nihilus is going to end up taking a turn because everyone is not at full turn meter and we don't have zombies heal available to give someone else a turn. So I'm just going to go here and let Darth Nihilus take a turn. There. Alright. Let me just use a plague. Alright, I'm going to heal everyone. I need to get some turn meter back up. Let's get rid of these two guys. And I don't need to heal. Talia is at... that looks like it's a little less than full turn meter, so I'm just going to heal just to be safe. Dark on Scion. Heal with Zombie to get Talia back up. No need to heal. Now we need a heal. And we also need a soothe because we are at 25. So I'm going to heal with this one. And we should soothe at this stage. Alright, now let's heal to get Talia back up. Darkhan Scion. Heal again. Alright. As long as Talia is at full turn meter, the train keeps going. Now Nihilus is going to take a turn. We don't have a heal available. Alright. Hopefully, alright. So another way to quickly get all the Nightsisters back to full health is to take out one of these side characters with Talzin's Mass Assist. Every time that a character is killed using this, all the sisters revive with full health. So that's another good way to do it if these side ads are available. Now everyone's at full health and almost at full turn meter as well. I'll just go ahead and clear off the other side one, and then we can continue the train. Heal to get Talia back up. We don't have a heal available, and looks like only Talzin can go next. Let's soothe with her. Alright, so looks like Darth Nihilus is going to take a turn now because all the sisters are at less than 50% health. It can't be helped. Oh, Zombie managed to sneak in a turn before Darth Nihilus' turn. This is great. So now we can heal with Zombie and get Talia back to full turn meter. Okay, so Talia wasn't healed fully, but at least Asajj and Daka were. Good. So now we have Daka's heal available. Let's heal and get Talia back up, and the turn meter train continues. So it depends on luck. Sometimes you have the heals available at the right time, sometimes you don't, and then Darth Nihilus ends up taking a turn. Now I'm going to use a heal to get Talia back up. The reason I'm not using Asajj's AoE and even Talzin's AoE is that I don't want to give Scion more turn meter than is necessary. Alright, we're at 15, don't need to soothe now. Alright, so Talia is at full turn meter and she's given Asajj full turn meter. We need a heal from Talzin. And I don't think we need a heal over here, but we do need a soothe. Alright. Okay, so we don't have the heal available, and Scion is going to end up taking a turn next. And now if you notice, his Annihilate is available, which means he's going to use that next. Lucky thing Zombie has Taunt on, so shouldn't be an issue. Oh, Zombie lost Taunt, and this is dicey. Now we need to heal so that we give the other sisters a turn. Alright, so now the turn meter train is back on. Let's heal to get Talia back to full turn meter. And Zombie will go and get the taunt back on. So we got lucky there, and and we managed to save that. Unfortunately, we don't have full turn meter on everyone, so Nihilus will end up taking a turn over here. That's fine. Just gonna annihilate zombie. And we're going to continue over here. Full turn meter there. Heal to get Talia back up. We don't need to use a heal over there. Alright, let's heal over here. And we need to soothe the next time that comes up. So let's soothe. Alright, Talia at half turn meter, so use a heal. Heal again. No heal available. That's fine. I think Asasha's got her heal available, if I remember. Yep. Talia's back. So we have Daka's heal in our back pocket. And Zombie's heal will come in the next turn. We should probably soothe over here because with Daka we have to use a heal. So I'm going to soothe here. And heal with Daka. And heal again. Now if you notice the turns, we've got Scion at 6 to enrage and Darth Nihilus with 3 to enrage. Yeah, so that's why now we can afford to hit Scion a little more. So I'm going to be using my AoEs at this stage. Heal back up. All right. So nobody's at full turn meter except for Talzin. So hopefully we should be, oh no, we can't use the Master Assist yet. See if we can reduce some more turn meter. Okay, I don't know if someone is going to take a turn now. Probably Darth Nihilus or Asajj might take a turn now. Let's see who does. Darth Nihilus. Okay, we're reaching pretty close to enrage at this stage. Heal again. I'm going to soothe now. Now, let's hope we get, yes, we are able to get turn meter now. So another way that both Daka and Asajj get turn meter is when Zombie dies or any of the side ads die, then they get 35 to 50% turn meter, and that's another good way to get them back up. Unfortunately, we don't have Asajj's heal available. Just going to use an AoE here. All right, so Talia is able to get back up and continue the train. Right, let's heal with Talia a little bit. We're getting pretty close to the end right now. Darth Nihilus is about one away from his enrage, so we will need to manage that properly. 23, we should soothe when we get the chance. Heal, get Talia back up. Heal again. No need to soothe now, it's only 12. Heal again. And I'm gonna soothe over here. Don't remember if zombies heal is available. It's not. So what's gonna happen now is Asajj is well, Dark Nihilus is going to end up taking a turn and go into enrage. So I will need to, when I get a turn, I will need to put the Unbreakable Will on Daka and survive both Asajj and both Dark Nihilus and Scion's AoE. Let's see if we're able to squeeze a little more damage out of them in the meantime. All right, let's continue the train. Heal again. The key to getting high damage over here is getting pain on your sisters. Unfortunately, you do have to soothe at times, so you never really are able to stack up suffering on Asajj, who hits really hard the higher the pain and suffering gets. But towards the end, I like to go ahead and let the bounds of weakness stack, just because I want to squeeze out as much as I can from them. Let me heal again. So you see the bonds of weakness are already at 32. I think I'll soothe once more. Let me see how much more I'm able to get out. All right. Okay, so it looks like we have both Scion and Darth Nihilus's AoE available. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Unbreakable Will on Daka, and I'm going to continue beating these guys up and hope that that they take a turn. Both of them take a turn before Daka comes out of Unbreakable Will and exhaust their AoEs. So then now Scion goes and he uses his AoE as well. All right, great. So now what we have is we have Daka's revive available, and both Nihilus as well as Scion have don't have their AoEs available anymore. So hopefully we can keep this going a little more. They're not going to heal because they have healing immunity and buff immunity, but the revive should still work. Oh, okay. Unfortunately, both our revivers are gone, so we can't do anything much about it. Okay, that's fine. So this won't continue any further. And that's the end of our run. So we got it down from 100% on Darth Nihilus to 35%. And on Scions, I believe it is only 5 or 10%. Let's see how much damage that ends up doing. So that's about 8.5. So it's completely possible to solo the whole phase as well, at least the Dark Nihilus portion of the phase. If you have good luck, good RNG, great mods, then you should be able to do all of that stuff and solo the phase with a little bit of good luck. What I'm going to do over here is I'm going to go quickly over to my Nightsisters screen and show you the mods. So Asajj, as mentioned, I have modded for critical damage and offense. Talzin, I have critical damage and critical chance. Zombie as well, critical damage and critical chance. Daka purely for health. Talia purely for offense. Let's go in and take a look at each of these mods. So Asajj has, and you can ignore speed or almost all of them. So Asajj is just 159, but her damage is almost at 4,000 physical damage, which I believe is about plus 1,000. Then we have Mother Talzin, who is at 164 speed and about 2,700 damage and 60% crit chance. So special damage, which is what matters, is about 6,000 with 60% crit chance. Zombie is relatively fast at 220 and crit damage 222%, 3,600 damage with 55% crit chance. So pretty decent chance of critting over there. Daka I have at 48.5k health, 238 speed, so pretty fast, although that's not needed because they gain turn meter all the time. And the rest of her stats are irrelevant. And often set on Talia, not very healthy, just 22,000, 28,000 protection, 199 speed, but 4,000 damage, physical damage, and 6,200 special damage. So that's Talia. And yeah, that's basically how my Nightsisters are modded. So that was a brief overview of Phase 4 Nightsister team. Let me know if you found this video useful, or if you'd like me to do some live commentary on some of my other raid videos. If there's any specific team or specific phase that you'd like me to cover, let me know in the comments, and I can look into that in my for my next video. All right, I will see you guys later.